Hey, a great Monday. Is it Monday? A great Monday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, it's good to be home. And I say that because it is good to be home today and not anywhere else in the world. But not only because there's so much crazy stuff going on everywhere, but because I love Brownsville and I love being here and I love being a part of the community. And I still continuously love the reception that I get everywhere I go for being Erasmo Castro, and I'm very very grateful and very very humbled uh, at the fact. So thank you all so very very much for still considering Erasmo Castro as an important part of this community. Uh, for a while there, it was kind of weird. Morning, good morning. Yes. And I actually, it was one of the things that I had down on my list to go out to the ranch. I was in Mexico City, and it's just kind of trippy the way my stupid schedule is now. But I do want to go out to the ranch and just chill out for a bit and play a little bit of Catan with the kids and maybe a little cookout. So let's plan on it, man. uh, I love y'all guys, and I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate that I call your kids my nephews. We're friends, but this time around I had to be in Mexico City. It's kind of a weird deal, but because of the work that I'm doing, I wanted to visit the love you, bro. Wanted to visit the Venezuelan consulate, which I've done already 3 times in the past couple of months, and it's just an interesting learning curve in regards to what really is going on out here. And I think that's one of the things that you and I have in common, Buck. That we try to educate ourselves to try to see all aspects and not just focus on that which we're spoon fed. And one of the things that I think that is really telling is the rhetoric that's being spurred out there by all aspects of media in regards to the Israeli Palestinian war, the war with Hamas. And I know a lot of times we'll find ourselves on different sides of the aisle. I think we concur in this fact that, like President Obama mentioned, no one has clean hands in this whole mess. And it would surprise a lot of individuals who think just because I'm a pastor that I tend to be on the, well, let's just sway over onto the Israeli side. You'd be very surprised. I think there's blame enough to go around. But biggest concern is my biggest concern is American involvement. Because one thing that pisses me off about this Israeli Hamas fight out there is that individuals are taking American citizens hostages. And that pisses the crap out of me. Because you could go out there and kill yourselves to death. Just don't screw with America. Because as crazy as this may sound, one of the things that I think that tends to sway us towards the Trump side of the political spectrum out there is that Trump was always America first. And I don't care how conservative you are, I don't care how liberal you are. If you're not putting America first, screw you. And screw anyone in your family that believes the same way as you do. Because in all aspects, always, America first. America first and foremost. Let's go. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Anytime you welcome. Love you. And I still have your mug. haven't forgotten. I just haven't had the opportunity to see y'all. And that's just one of the things about Buck Fight and myself, the family, and myself, and my attorney Angela Nix and her family is that we don't have to see each other every day. And I think that's one of the things that keeps us very well much connected. We don't have to see each other every day to know that we're still family. And I love them, and they know that. And I just farted a little bit, only air. In Gilligan's Island, they were stranded on the island, but they got visitors on the island. And I wonder why they never left with their visitors. Actually, they did have an explanation about it all constantly. But such is how it goes. Anyway, so I'm not much into this whole stuff. I only answer questions when I'm asked about it. I'm not one of these Christian crazy people that go out there and say, "Oh, Israel's they're the children of God." I'm not, and I don't think that Hamas and the Palestinians and all these other crazy nuts out there have any stronghold on what is mostly the truth. But again, it just depends on where you're going for information. But the religious right is winning in regards to the information being spewed out there in regards to the Israeli war, because for some reason it seems that both factions, the conservatives and the liberals, a lot of them who are uh, Jewish, tend to go out there and be in favor of Israel in this big old mess of a war. I know that Roman has no opinion in regards to the Israeli conflict out there.
Why wouldn't I have an opinion on it? I think that what Hamas is and in charge of. I saw that, for example, yesterday on Channel 4 and 23, they had an interview with some guy who was claiming that that the Gaza, they're all peaceful in Gaza, and that the Israelis shouldn't be doing what they're doing, and it's wrong, and Hamas doesn't represent the people of Gaza. And I'm like, they voted for Hamas to be in charge of their government. That is their government. That is who they voted for. So it's a bunch of crap. So you have all these little people. They want to do the little bike parade. I guess they had like a little 3 mile bike hike or something in McAllen to show awareness as to why it's horrible what Israel is doing. Give me a break. How,
Well,
you know,
my
bunch of
thing is,
liberals.
my thing is, first of all, I don't care for either one of the sides. You know,
Mhm.
I don't care for either one of the sides at all. I don't think that American involvement, we should be involved as much as we are in different parts of the world. That's one. Two, what pisses me off is who has American hostages. And anytime you've got individuals out there that are holding American hostages, you've already lost it with me. You know,
And who has them? Hamas does.
Hamas does. So it's kind of like like let them go. Don't mess with Americans. I mean, if you got out there, you got Israeli hostages, such are casualties of war. But then you don't want us to have an
But
opinion
how
about.
how is that casualties of war though? The Israelis weren't doing anything to those little Hamas people, and they decided just to go kill
I,
people at a peace
but
rally
that
thing.
is a war that does not involve us in any way until you take American hostages. Once you take American hostages, then you've already lost it. You've lost the matter
Hmm.
because you might say, well, casualties of war. Hamas take the Israelites. Israelites take Hamas and they kill them regularly. They've done it for the longest time. That's fine. It's war. They've been at war for thousands of years. Once you take American hostages, you've lost it for me. Do
Hmm.
not mess with America. And this is one of the reasons why, again, as I was mentioning before you came on, because you were so late. Uh,
I,
this is what I don't care. I don't care.
I'm
It's late.
late. Big deal. I was 7 minutes late.
You're
Give me a
late,
break.
like my ex girlfriend. Could not be late. And
I don't know what late you're talking about, but I'm not that kind of late. You
no,
don't have to
no.
worry about that.
But my thing is, you could go out there and kill yourselves to death. Just don't screw with America.
you know.
And I think this is one of the reasons why, especially now, a lot of individuals are, favoring the return of Trumpism to America. because like the guy, the orange guy or not, the guy put America first. And
Yeah, well, he's up in the polls supposedly, which I don't pay attention to the polls a year out, but I know that
you,
Democrats right now are going ape poop crazy
you
over
got
the
my
fact that,
close attention
yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean he's up in swing states and Georgia and Arizona and things
everywhere.
like that. He's up everywhere it seems like. And I loved how Nora O'Donnell on CBS this afternoon was claiming that he's the presumptive Republican nominee. He's not the presumptive Republican nominee. We have a thing. Maybe the Democrats already have nominated or figure out who they're going to vote for, but the Republicans. We do have a primary. We do have a caucus system. Trump more likely will be the one who wins, but you never know. Something could happen. I mean, he was under oath today at a court trial. So we don't know who's going to be the nominee. But regardless, you're right. Trump did put America first.
Trump is going to be the nominee.
You never know. I mean, Kim Reynolds, who is the governor of Iowa, who has a lot of sway amongst people in Iowa, just endorsed Ron DeSantis yesterday, and Iowa could go against Trump. You just never know. With these trials that are going on, or these court cases, all these people turning on Trump in these court cases, they might be cause problems for him. Who knows? But I kind of want to take it local. Although I do love talking about national politics right now. We have an election going on tomorrow, Erasmo.
Let me tell you something, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
You are the national statewide politician.
Yeah,
Follow.
I know.
So
But let's talk local.
that's why I'm feeding into your madness. Because let me tell you, Trump's going to be the nominee for president on the Republican side. There's no doubt.
Probably. I hope not.
I think
I mean,
everyone
you
out
don't
there,
disappoint your friend Myra, and Myra supporting him. I mean, you love
screw
that.
that chick. That chick is a piece of trash. And I've told you, Roman, that she's a piece of trash. When you were out
Well,
there telling me to
you
be nice,
know.
you were the one that was telling me to be nice to her. And I
Well,
said,
yeah, be nice to
screw
her.
that
There's
chick.
nothing wrong with being. I'm not saying not to be nice to her. I'm nice to everybody. I try to be anyway.
Screw that
But
fat chick.
but like today, there was some chick on Twitter that was posting how
Big hip
you.
chip.
Well, no. This chick on Twitter was over there claiming that the Republican Party is making inroads in a lot of Hispanic districts. And they're right. They're making inroads amongst people who are non-educated. They're Hispanics. They work in the oil fields, and they do a lot of that kind of labor. And they're turning to the Republican Party. What, Erasmo, do you think that a lot of those people that are working in oil fields are women?
Not many.
Do you think that the a lot of those people that are not educated are women in these Hispanic?
Not many.
Okay. So my problem is that we have a Republican Party right now who is like all up on women. And don't get me wrong, I like women. Women are awesome. I like women. I marry a woman. There's nothing wrong with women.
I'm surprised.
But
you haven't.
I know, but the problem that I have is we have a Republican Party that seems to be fixated on the Hispanic woman, whether it's Monica, whether it's Myra, whether it's Cassie over in 28,
Mhm.
or whether it's Janie or Juanita or any woman or your friend Deborah Bell. Well, although she's not Hispanic, she's not
I don't
Hispanic.
know
Never
who
mind.
that chick is.
She's not even Hispanic. I know, I'm just kidding. Or it's all about women, and it's like, but those aren't the people that are coming over to the Republican Party. Are you? It's men. Men are coming over to the Republican Party because we're tired of the crap that's happening in our communities. And yet, and then the person says, "You better watch out, Vicente, because you're in a very, very tight race." I'm like, "No, you're not."
That is winning.
But no, Vicente's going to win this district. It's not. She's not. Myra's not going to beat Vicente. Give me a break. But regardless, let's focus on Hispanic men, trying to get Hispanic men into the party, not necessarily. I'm not saying don't stop going after Hispanic women, but we're fixated on Hispanic women as opposed to Hispanic men.
Let me say, BISD did not kill anyone.
What? What are you talking about?
BISD did not kill.
What is wrong? No, delete that. That is no.
BISD did not kill an 11-year-old boy.
Did not.
We are going to talk about it because it's one of the subjects that I promised that we were going to mention. They arrested an 11-year-old boy, or they got an 11-year-old student arrested. They did not kill the student. And this is what happened again. Guys,
let's take it off the screen before somebody says, "Oh, you see, they're spreading misinformation."
Well, no, I want to talk about this because this is one of the two things that I actually wanted to talk to you about. But we're going to talk about the 11-year-old. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, guys, we cannot go out there and post crap that is not confirmed or true. This is why a lot of individuals start thinking that these guys are nutcases when we start making up these stories or suppositions based on half-ass information that we've gotten. No 11-year-old boy was killed at BISD, guys. No, it did not happen. Now, what happened was an 11-year-old, 10 or 11-year-old kid was arrested because supposedly or allegedly, whichever one of the words Roman wants me to use, the individual made terroristic threats against an administrator at BISD. That is factual. Up to that
Now,
point,
where okay, but where did the principal or the administrator get the idea that this 11-year-old or 10-year-old child, who was later arrested, handcuffed, and detained by the police in a detention center in solitary confinement, allegedly? Where did she get this idea? Where did this happen?
well, again, because of, again, allegedly, because of the terroristic threats.
No, no,
Again,
but where did she get the idea that this child was making alleged terroristic threats?
again, we do not have the full scope of the information, partially because, and this is where I wanted to go, we have no local media, Roman. That
Well, no, we have crap local media. You have Gary Long from we have crap local media. You have Gary Long from the Brownsville Herald
nothing,
out there doing basically a press release for BISD in
nada,
regards to this tax increase. Never even mentioned the word tax increase in the Brownsville
never,
Herald. Didn't even mention it.
zero, no,
He was masquerading like a journalist. He claims to be a journalist.
because they cover for BISD.
That's what he does. And that's what it seems like. Because Daniela says something, Daniela says the sky is green, and he's gonna write it.
He's going to write it.
Sky is green.
As green
He's
as
green.
as
It's
green as I want.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But people,
But that is our BISD reporter, our education reporter for the Brownsville Herald.
as green as marijuana. Because
Horrible.
that's what Daniela said.
Horrible.
We have no local media out here. Zero, zip, none that are actually
Horrible.
going to investigate. Now the story came out, and they did not kill him because they took his rights away.
That's not true. That's not what it is.
Not killing.
That's
someone.
not. That's not. Come
Did not have
on. Let's
civil
use.
rights. No one at 11 years old has civil rights. They're kids under the arrest of non.
Well, they have some. They do have some. They do have some rights under the Texas
don't have
Education
civil
Code.
rights. They have rights in regards to an education, and the parents have certain rights. They don't. But again,
Well, I would like to talk about those rights.
they did not kill the student. What they did to the student in regards to the detainment, that was 100% off the books. That was not BISD, and this is one of the things that I tried to make mention this morning. Let's separate the things. Now,
Were the BISD police
did
who arrested him?
no? Well, they did arrest him, but
So BISD police arrested him. What? What? Okay.
who detained him was the judicial system here in Cameron County. Now,
Hmm.
if you want to put blame on someone as the way I see it, but what has been shared by news media outside of the local, which it hasn't been Brownsville Herald or Channel 4 or Roman's friend Rudy Mireles, nothing. It has to come from the Texas Observer.
It would, and I have a few friends of mine that work at the Texas Observer. They're massive liberals, but they're good people. But they're good people.
That's the story that we've heard. Is it factual 100%? I would dare say not, because we don't have the full scope of the truth. And this is where my other part comes in. We don't have a full scope of the truth because of the pathetic, Roman, listen to my words, pathetic letter that BISD threw out there,
Pathetic.
claiming that they were being transparent.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they were being transparent.
And anyone, Roman, that read that stupid letter
Mm-hmm.
left that letter going like, what the hell are they talking about?
It's almost like they're like you're covering something up.
I
And look, I want to talk a little bit about what I have a problem with. You have some. I mean, he's a 10 or 11-year-old. He's an elementary student. Under the Student Code of Conduct and under the Texas Education Code, there are certain situations that a law enforcement officer is allowed to interview a student. And the principal, which is the main administrator of the campus, has a duty under the student conduct.
They did not kill him.
Will you please, Ashley? I like you. You seem like a good person, but please stop saying they killed him. They did not kill him. That's
not kill
wrong.
him.
Stop. Stop
Didn't
using
want
that word. Use a different word, or
a different word,
I'm gonna go away.
different
I'll just
analogy.
leave. I'm just kidding.
Take away the word killed because that makes it
Something
sound
else.
like crazy people.
Yeah, you sound crazy. You, unfortunately. Anyway, regardless, so the principal that has a duty and obligation to inform and notify a parent that somebody outside of the school system, in this case, it would would be a police officer because they're a representative of the state. They are interviewing a student. They have a duty and obligation unless the law enforcement informs the principal and tells them, I do not want you to inform the parent. That is in the student code of conduct. That is in the Texas Education Code. And I want to know whether or not the law enforcement person who did the interview actually did that to the principal. I want to know if they did that. And I would venture to say they probably didn't. They probably didn't. But even in that situation, the principal has I think, a moral obligation at the very least to say, you know what, I think that I should notify the parent before you interview a child to allow them to protect themselves and not, self-incriminate themselves, which is a violation of the Fifth Amendment. They have a Fifth Amendment right regardless. Now, it seems like from the Texas Observer, it seems like there was another student that they had him write something or whatever and say, I heard this or supposedly things. So we had this other student. And I guess they're going to take it the word of this other student, that this poor 10, 11-year-old student who seems to be having, some needs counseling,
A lot of
who's
counseling.
begging for counseling, asking for counseling. And you had that person be able to be the witness to this supposed alleged terroristic threat. It's insane. And that is what happens in our school district. And there needs to be questions asked. I have a lot of friends that work in McAllen, that live in McAllen, that are active in the politics.
The child did not commit suicide.
Did not commit suicide.
See,
Did not.
and again, Ashley, I love you to death. This is why we start sounding crazy when we start throwing out words like killed and suicide when such is not the fact. We got to stick to the facts, guys, and what we know. And again, we are limited in what we know because of two reasons: because we have no local social media that is actually going to investigate.
Or your local media, not local social media, because you're the king of local social media.
Or
Are you not?
not even local media or social media. And this is one of my concerns because even we haven't had any bloggers out there really digging into this story. Even Captain Bob, who's one of your favorites out there.
I
Captain
had
Bob,
dinner at his restaurant today, so
all the time. Captain Bob, who supposedly doesn't flatten his shrimp, although I have questions on it. Captain Bob is out there having a powwow with Rene Gutierrez today, and
I thought it's tomorrow.
well, tomorrow, and having a big old hoorah, like, oh, Captain, ask him the questions. Ask him the questions that are actually important. He's not going to, because Captain Bob seems to think that he has the big show, and Roman and I have the little show. Although I put mine and Roman's next to Captain Bob's, and I almost guarantee you that ours is bigger than his.
Well, I don't know. I hardly ever on, so, but
Well,
I'm
mine
sure.
is bigger than his for sure,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
and the show
I'm
is
sure.
more. But let me say, we start sounding crazy when we start using words as like he killed him, he's suicide. Not the case. Now, there's a big old empty space out there of information that we don't know, and we don't have it because we don't have any local media out there. The Brownsville Herald is dead, should be buried, is dead, does not exist. It only exists on paper 3 times a week, 3 times a week on paper. That comes from McAllen. It's not from Brownsville. Channel 23 is super dead. They might have a little number out there. They're dead. They're really adopted by Channel 4. And Channel 4 is a piece of trash. Although Roman seems to favor Channel 4 because they kind of contact him regularly.
No, my good friend, my dear friend, Frank McCaffrey is a reporter and an anchor there, and I love Frank. Frank's awesome. Frank is awesome. And so calm down, be nice to Channel 4 and 23 because my friend Frank works there.
Everybody else, I can't stand.
Well, Sydney Hernandez is kind of cute. She went to college she graduated with your friend Brandon Barreto, the Justice of the Peace in Clayburgh.
I like Brandon.
You like Brandon, and he likes Sydney.
I had a crush on Brandon.
I know you do because you're gay.
I'm not gay.
I'm just kidding.
He rejected my advances.
Because you're gay and he's not. And he's also very Catholic. He likes women. like I do.
Have never seen that, but okay.
Well, he does.
I love you, Brandon.
Be
Listen,
nice to Brandon. He's going to be awesome. He'll be maybe the future governor of the great state of Texas. You never know. Watch out.
you will
Watch
not be
out.
the next governor of the state of Texas.
You not the next, but future.
But I love Brandon. He's a great friend, and I love him to death. That psycho lady is a dangerous society. Again, I've known the principle that is in question, and again, there might have been some downfalls in regards to following the process. But what I most know about the individual is that they are very good at following process and procedure. Again, because of the limited information that has been shared by media and the mega limited information that has been shared by BSD, we don't know what happened really. And until they go to court this month, I think we're going to start to get a clearer picture in regards to what truly went on. So, and I'm not defending the Ayalas. The only thing I'm saying is, guys, let's wait till we go through the process because we don't have the information to say, I know for a fact that she did not do her due diligence.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the way it's supposed to be is you need to contact the parent. You need to notify the parent. And I want to know if the parent was notified beforehand because I know some principals that at least one that I know of that didn't do that in the past.
100%. And it happens. It happens a lot. Katia, Kasi, I promise you that we'll get back to your question. I promise. Send it one more time so that it'll be on the bottom. Roman is gay. Oh, we know that.
No, he's not, and I'm not. Like, whatever. Stop.
Preyed on him and his
Like,
psychological.
if there's anybody gay on this program, it's Erasmo. Like, yeah, stop.
There's no one more in the closet in the city of Brownsville than Roman Perez.
Yeah, you're ridiculous. You're insane. Like, not even close. Like, you need to stop. You're the one having a little person having to walk you through a freaking mall because you're totally gay. Oh, that's right. It's your nephew.
Okay, first of all, I was in a mall.
and I made fun of you and like, why are you so damn old that you need somebody to help you walk you through the mall? Como estás viejito o qué?
It was not a mall. It was La Plaza in Mexico.
Oh, whatever.
And two, Roman, you got to understand that I've been actually on antibiotics. Look at I've been on antibiotics for the past.
Well, yeah, because you're doing weird, nasty things with other men that you should not be doing because you're gay.
I am indefinitely gay. But
gay. You're okay. Okay, yeah. You're just friends with your dentist. That's all.
With the gay community, despite the fact that they hate me like I was a crazy man.
You are crazy, man. We all know you're crazy. You're nuts. Absolutely, 100%.
Now, just because I wear dresses and pink shoes,
because you do wear dresses, that's disgusting. It's weird. Yeah,
Roman, that is you putting people in a box.
I'm not putting you in any box. You're totally in the closet, and you're totally gay.
I'm the only one that's in the closet here.
No, not even close. I mean, you wish. You actually wish that I was. Like you 100% wish. Like you're like, oh man, what I wouldn't want.
One thing that I preach constantly regularly is I don't care who people sleep with. It doesn't matter to me. So Roman, okay. You could be in the closet and wanting to sleep with Brad Pitt.
No, I wouldn't mind Jennifer Aniston though. His ex-girlfriend.
Matthew Perry died, right?
What?
You know,
yes, I do know that Matthew Perry died, and I'd be willing to console Jennifer Aniston if any, if she's in tears and needs a hand to hold on.
Your favorite actor from Friends is Courtney Cox because of her last name.
Well, no, actually, I'm telling you, Jennifer Aniston. Like I didn't know. I didn't notice on Friends, but
Courtney Cox.
Stop it. I mean, but like, is there a particular reason why? Have we ever figured out why Jennifer Aniston's nipples on that show were always like protruding like crazy? Stop! You like no? I'm not going into your little
closet.
Yeah, calm down. All right, let's move on.
Taking the word of another student without doing due diligence investigation seems again. Yes, guys. And again, this is one of the things that I get constantly because let me tell you, Roman, hundreds of people were saying to me, Erasmo, put up the story of the Observer. I go like, why? Let's wait. Let's hear both sides. Let's find out the information.
You never do that though.
Huh?
You never do that. You're just like, oh, anything negative about BISD, blast it on your Facebook page.
And
you do.
No, I don't. And as much as you may want to say that, it's not true.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
How much you want to say that, it's not true. I first go out there and go like, oh, this doesn't sound about right. And there's something about the story that just does not sound right. And
Why
I
is it because they went to because the Texas Observer broke it? Is that why?
no,
And they
well,
seem to be the ones that are interested at Brownsville because of what happened with
because
that chick without the bra.
because the braless beach.
Hey, did we ever find out what happened to her in the court case yet? Or todavía no?
No, I
Okay.
mean, I don't know if anyone folded out there, but have you gone downtown, Roman?
No, I hate downtown. Despise it. It's
Well,
all owned by Trey,
I'm always out there. Let me tell you,
and
it's
I
like
won't even go visit you either. I won't. You
my
know
feet,
that.
my feelings are hurt.
Your feet should very much. You're freaking over there saying I'm in the closet when I'm not even close to the closet. I don't have to be in the closet because I'm not gay.
Closet, Roman.
Oh, stop it. You see,
Open the
this is
closet.
why I'm never gonna visit you. You and your freaking tie, all your ties that you're not paying
No,
taxes on your inventory tax.
those bitches, they want to charge me taxes on my
For
gas.
your ties? On your ties?
Screw
Shut.
you, Cameron
They want to
County.
charge you taxes on
Are
your
they nuts?
clothes?
On my
On your
ties?
clothes?
Do you know I buy those at the thrift store, bitches? Wait,
Golly.
so the pink Pepto wall is like all llenada of crud and mud, and they blocked it off because they're fixing the Capitol building and that El Jardín hotel. Stupid. I mean, El Jardín hotel right now does not even look like the El Jardín hotel from 50 years ago. It's just the walls, Roman. It's a bunch of bull crap.
Well, I mean, if it's Pepto Bismol, doesn't that usually cause you to protect you from doing the runs? Maybe that's what's clogging it up and making it all dirty on the wall.
Captain Bob needs to teaching his cooks that how to make and stop banging those camarones. Camarones.
Well, I will say this. I mean, because I did go eat there tonight. You know, the fries were extremely oily. They were not the Orida, crinkly fries that I like. The rice was overcooked. It was not as fluffy as it normally is. It was kind of
I got your
almost
picture right
black.
here.
So, I mean, I will say I wasn't a huge fan of the meal tonight. It's usually better, but
Well, Captain Bob is dying for clients out there.
well, then he needs to make sure. Look, I'm not being hypercritical because I love going to Captain Bob's and I don't mind going, but I'm just I will say that I wasn't a huge fan tonight. The shrimp was delicious and the fish was delicious.
Check it
The
into your
salad was
notes.
delicious.
So
The lemonade
there's
was
only
great.
one little thing here, and that was already shared via pictures to different people.
Are you talking about that internet thing with the Randy Marsh being covered in whatever?
No, you didn't catch it. The principal did
Yeah, I
inbox.
did. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah, I did.
Bob.
'Cause that's the image I have.
Captain Bob is a bit fishy. Oh yeah, he's nuts.
He's awesome. He's
He's nuts.
great. Dude, he's making out with a chick now. He has another chick.
Finally,
It's like congratulations, Captain Bob.
yeah, those plastic imported Chinese dolls didn't do the trick or what?
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, we could talk about Prop 4 in a second. Yeah, let's talk about Prop 4. Stop it. Let's talk about Prop 4. That's it's a serious election. Well, I don't want to talk about Prop 4 is going to pass. What I want to talk about is Proposition A, which is the BISD thing,
That's what we
that's what we need to talk about.
Oyster Bar in Portisville blows Captain Bob. That's not only the only thing that Captain Bob is blowing.
Stop it.
And
Be
he's gonna post
nice.
a story.
Stop it. Stop it. Be nice to Captain Bob.
I love
He's in
Captain
love.
Bob, and
Yeah, but you're being mean.
big show.
You're
Known
horrible.
for years, and she is a principal of my grandbabies. Yeah, I know. There are two sides of the story. 100%. Perfecto, muy amable. They should have extended the same courtesy to a grieving student begging for counseling that everyone is asking for the individuals in question in this case. Yes, but we don't have all the facts. And that's what concerns me. And we don't have all the facts because we don't have media out there that's actually doing investigative reporting, one. And two, we don't have a transparent BISD.
Hmm.
She always follows protocol. Sometimes it's soft, but we need both sides of the story, 100%. Roman, Joto. What's Joto?
I don't know. He's a weird guy.
Joto. I'm not sure. Roman, stop.
Making her laugh. I love Janet. She loves
Okay,
me.
how do I put my comments so you can see it in the chat on the bottom? Um, Guys, the best way to promote, I'll answer this real quick. The best way to promote local business, Cassie, is send me an inbox and invite me to your store, invite me to your place, and I make sure you get all the coverage you need, maybe. Great. He is alive. All comments close together. What? Roman, help me?
I what? I don't know.
Roman is tiny in, in all aspects.
No.
It's cool, but tiny. I do not know if it's cool or warm. Never been down there. Captain Bob can't cook. He's the owner, not the chef. He's a good guy, regardless if he parades shirtless on Facebook. Let me tell you, that's one of the things I go like, Captain Bob, if I'm going to go out there shirtless is because I got something to show. The only reason the people of Brownsville have not seen Erasmo shirtless is because there's nothing to show out there except man boobs that are being held up by a bro and no belly button. I have no belly button. Did you know that, Roman?
There's a lot of things apparently I don't know, and I didn't want to know that.
I do not have a belly button because I cut it off. So I'm not going to go out there shirtless because it looks
You
horrible.
what?
I cut it off
Wh- Why did you cut off your belly button?
because after I lost all that weight, I had a lot of hanging skin. So
Uh-huh.
they cut off like from both sides all the way down. And the plastic surgeon said, "You want me to make you a belly button?" I go like, "For what? Never used it in my life. Why would I want a belly button?"
Yeah, you have to clean it too. It's gross.
Yeah, all that little
Lint
nit
or whatever.
got in there. They took it off. Both of
But
them.
seriously, you don't have a belly button? Oh wow.
So I have no belly button because they cut off all that skin.
Right.
So again, I'm not going to go out there shirtless because it would not improve my image in any way, shape, or form. This here is the moneymaker. That's why I got the Botox here and here and
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Ponce,
Mm-hmm.
Alejandra Ponce, great job. Que rollo, Erasmo? Love you, Poe. Frankie. Saludos a todo Brownsville.
Okay, like can we
The big daddies on Morrison have lost quality and is now overrated. They better get it together before they lose all credibility. That happens with a lot of these restaurants that try to expand. Big Daddy's on Boca Chica was kind of amazing, Roman, don't you think?
I love Big Daddies in Boca Chica.
Have you tried the one in Morrison?
No.
I haven't either. I think
Mm-mm.
one of the things that hurts Big Daddy's on Morrison is the way that you only have access to get into it.
Stupid dog won't shut up.
I hate that damn dog.
Stupid dog won't shut up.
There's only one way to really get into Big Daddy's on Morrison. And that hurts all those businesses there because
Hmm.
of the planning of that street is just so horrible.
Oh, you
Captain
mean
Bob,
because the median thing? Median. Yeah,
so
median, right? Yeah, it's horrible.
sucks.
But yeah, ruined a lot
Captain
of stuff.
Bob's ain't that great. They pound the shrimp. And that's not the only thing he's pounding.
Stop it. Stop it. Be nice.
Flat. So you think that they're big? The rice is horrible. Yeah, I didn't care much for the rice. Hey there, I'm sorry to bother you, but do we need a ride home, or are we just riding in our driveway and you need a ride? There was something I just wanted. Wow, you're just the best friend. So to me, so you can, I'll pick you up, baby.
What is he talking about?
He wants me to go pick him up.
That's just
Here's my email, so you
weird.
can email me regarding my question. Yeah, I'm not gonna copy that right now, mi amor. I love you. My cat typed this. My bad. Well, your cat is smarter than you, puppy. What's your contact info? You get? Are you trying to make a hit on me?
I think you're. Don't you always like put your his phone number is always on the bottom of the thing. It's always there. Call him up. Text him
Send me a WhatsApp message. That works.
or something. Yeah. There you go.
Captain Bob has been craving fish and shrimp and fries. Can I go by for a meal and send the bill to Roman?
No.
Yes.
No, Richard, I will not pay for your meal.
You
But
will.
if you want to hang out, we'll go eat, and you can pay for you, and I can pay for me too.
I love him. Exactly. They
You
did
can
what
pay.
happened.
No, you can pay for you, and I will pay for me.
100%. I have
Mite.
the
Whatever.
way.
That's how you say it, right?
I have a story from a waiter that worked here at Captain Bob's. Not good. Will never go. Yeah, I've heard of
I
it.
don't know. Janet, I don't know his stories. I'm sorry.
Didn't he beat the ex-wife? That used to work.
Oh,
He doesn't only beat his shrimp; he beats his wife and his suegros.
be nice.
You know that he beats his wife in cigarettes and
Stop it.
those
Like
are facts.
those are not. Be
Yeah.
nice to be nice to Captain Bob. I
I
only said
love
that his
Papa Bob.
well, you're being mean and you're saying horrible, nasty things about
I'm
Bob. It's not
fighting.
right.
What fighting is?
You're and then you're even adding to it. Be nice.
Well, is it true?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Be nice.
Oh man,
He's your friend and you're being
I love
mean. You
him.
see, that's why nobody likes you.
You like me, Roman.
Sometimes.
I love you, Captain Bob. I know he's watching. I just saw his little comment flicker up.
Be nice. I
Good
love
evening.
Captain Bob's.
I don't have a belly button too.
Oh, hey, Sally. Which one was it? Was it Sally Peanuts or who was it?
Yeah, Sally, Lucy.
Lucy. Hey, Lucy.
I love her.
Where's Peanut Peppermint Patty? I haven't seen her in like forever.
A long time. Are you circumcised? I am not. And that's one of the reasons why I found out that I probably had an STD. But that's already been taken care of. The doctor gave me medication.
Wait, you did have an STD? I thought it was a UTI.
It's a UTI.
Then why do you keep talking about an STD when it's UTI?
Because it actually, it's kind of weird. But one of the things that I've learned through this whole thing is that a lot of the symptoms that you get from an STD are the same as you get from a UTI. That's why it's just so very hard to pinpoint and determine which one you have. That's why you should always go to your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me some like radium or some crap like that.
Like rabies medication? What?
Some radioactive medication or something.
Oh my! That means you're not. Are you going to be a Marvel superhero now?
I could.
You're like Spider-Man.
I already am. But more importantly, Roman, is that I
Did you freeze? Is your internet okay? Okay.
no, because the radium that I'm injecting now into my system is that one of the
Radium? You're injecting it? Sorry, it just sounds funny you say that.
she gave me radium. I'm going like, what the hell do I have, chick? No, doctor, I love you, doctor. I mean, she gave me radium, and I took that crap. You know, it's kind of weird because I didn't even ask any questions. I said, okay, I'll take it. So if one of the things that I'm talking out of my butthole tonight is because I'm on radium. Roman, tell me why. Is there any good news coming out of Brownsville lately? No.
Right now, no. We need to talk about that BISD tax increase that you need to vote against tomorrow. Election day. Vote no against the tax increase.
Roman is a Russian spy sent by the KGB to overthrow 2024 presidential elections. I believe that.
No.
He could be. About the
No.
food. What not to trying to hit on anyone. I'm just trying to. Casey is new to the show.
Yeah, he just playing around.
Roman sucking on Captain Bob's eggplant.
No.
You don't like his eggplant?
No.
Explain Proposition 4. Is it beneficial to us seniors?
Proposition 4 is the $100,000 tax homestead exemption, correct?
Yes.
I think that's what it is, yes. So vote in favor of that one.
Well, yes. Roman is shocked.
I'm always shocked.
What is a UTI? Urinary tract infection.
Thank you.
And and one of the things that I've learned is that they're so similar that you kind of like struggled. So this is one of the reasons why you want to get checked, just to make sure you clear everything out. But part of my problem is that I don't drink enough water. And I got into this little thing where I started doing this colored water. And I learned recently that colored water is not the same as drinking water. So it still affects your kidneys. And you could suffer later on from renal failure, which causes a UTI.
Weren't you drinking coconut water?
I stopped doing that.
Maybe you should go back. Okay, there's a sugar. Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird deal. One of the things that I did learn today, Roman, is that my blood pressure is at a level it shouldn't be. It was like 150 some over 100.
Ooh, that's too high.
It is high. And it's the second time that I've been to the doctor in the past 2 weeks that it's been at the same level. So the doctor suggested that I get one of these blood pressure machines and check my blood pressure every day. And if it continues to be where the bottom one is at over 100, then I'm probably going to go on medication. And that really sucks. Because one of the things that
you have high cholesterol, maybe? Is that what's causing the high blood pressure?
All my numbers are amazing except for my blood pressure. And,
are you drinking too much salt?
maybe I
Maybe
like
it's a,
the chamoy stuff and
maybe you should
the salsa
trim down the
macho.
salt a little bit. Yeah.
But
Again, I'm not giving you medical advice because I'm not a doctor.
but we're Mexican, Roman. Everything we consume has to have salt and grease.
Not, I don't. I don't add salt to anything. I just we if it has salt in it already, I'm not gonna add to it. That's more than enough. Anyway, let's go. Let's move on because it's already 45 minutes into your show, and
Out of the closet,
yeah,
Roman.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That ridiculous.
Roman, Mexicans grease and salt, Romans.
It's disgusting. I mean, I wish we had. I wish we cook more with olive oil.
Sick man, lust catches you. You catch me.
That, dude, I don't want to see that. It's gross. Some of these
Glory.
people watch your show on like a 55-inch TV, and you're doing that thing with your tongue. You're gonna freak people out. And we haven't even talked about the important stuff, which is the
I know.
voting against the tax increase.
Stop it.
Vote against the tax increase tomorrow. Vote against it.
Roman has a glowing penis. I never did.
No, I think she's talking about you, Radiant Boy.
Radium. Yes, the cape, the scooter, the priest rope, total Marvel hero. I love you, my amor. What's going on in Brownsville? Just moved to Houston. Same stuff.
Why did you move to Houston? It's a horrible city. They have also a horrible baseball team. And my baseball team are the Texas Rangers, and we won the World Series last week.
They did.
They
Radium
did.
sounds like a Maruchan flavor.
Wait, you didn't know the Texas Rangers won the World Series last week?
I did.
Okay.
Well,
Well, you
it's kind of
actually
weird because I don't follow it that much, but I see your post and I said like,
it
oh,
was awesome.
congratulations.
I know, and I'm wearing the Texas. That's why I'm wearing the. You can see the Texas.
Wait,
Texas.
it's a Longhorn shirt.
That's not. It's not the Texas Longhorn shirt. This is my Texas Rangers shirt because it's red. The Texas Rangers.
It looks orange.
It's
Trump.
oh no, it's not orange. It's red.
Are you slime enough? Let me tell you, I was getting a lot of slime on my penis, so that's why
Ugh.
I went to get it checked.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Tomorrow is officially voting day. What?
It is. You know, Erasmo, remember last year where they made everybody not come to school during election day and they gave them the day off because everybody was scared of visitors visiting the school and I mean essentially voters going to vote and not knowing who these voters were. Do you remember that from last year?
Yeah,
Why didn't they do that this year?
it's crazy.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it's almost like hypocrisy. You would have thought that they would have done the same thing this year, but I bet you they're going to do the same thing next year than the presidential election year. But is it possible that BISD didn't want to close the schools because they want you to go see the children at the schools and like, oh, how am I going to vote against the tax increase? Yo, like mijito, mijita, they're doing so good in school, and that way you go and you see that and you're in you want to vote in favor of it. You want to vote in favor of that tax increase.
That's
I,
what did you do to lose weight? A lot of drugs.
I'm sure you did. That does not surprise me.
Coconut water. Isn't that what the skipper used to give Gilligan when they were in the hut? He gave him a lot more than coconut
Oh,
water.
stop it. Gilligan. Let's get Bertu. I like that show. That was fun.
Pásate la secret recipe. Drugs. Could you have caught something from one of those third world countries you traveled to? Yeah,
100%. 100%.
no doubt. And a lot of the injections that were going on in the process of visiting those third world countries.
You were doing drugs? You like heroin and stuff?
I don't do heroin. I never done heroin in my life. I never. Let me tell you, one of the things that is when I was younger, when I had the opportunity.
So you're doing crack cocaine? Is that what you were doing?
When I had the opportunity to do all the drugs that I wanted to do, I never had the inkling or desire to inject anything into my system.
Hmm.
I was afraid of needles.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to.
So
It was horrible.
it was kind of weird. I actually saw a couple of people injecting themselves with needles at a couple of points, and I was going like,
Get away from me.
away. Well,
Get away.
I thought it was
painful. That's painful.
it just was never my thing.
Mhm.
I thought you could accuse me of any other drug. Probably was there. Actually, I wanted to go visit Real de Catorce so I could go do some peyote and some mushrooms.
Mhm.
Still want to do that. I haven't done that. So
Mhm.
I'm in stage 3. I gave up dialysis, AMA, and was in March. Here I am waiting for my demise, still here kicking. Let me tell you, Richard, my prayers go out to you. I appreciate everything you do for us. One of the things that I have instructed everyone out there in my family is that if I ever have to go on dialysis, I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to do
Mhm.
it because this is a personal choice. Everyone could go do dialysis all they want. The quality of life is horrible, and I'm not going to put myself through that. I'd rather just let go.
Mm.
And I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do, but not my thing, Roman. What's up with the
Mm.
comment that says Casey's the guy? There's nothing wrong with that.
I was watching Channel 4 earlier, and they were talking about the elections for tomorrow, and they were interviewing one of the professors, I guess, from UTRGV, and I think his last name is Colares or something weird, and it has parentheses, él, him, and his, and I'm like, oh, I don't want anybody going to be learning anything from you if you have to tell everybody you're a guy.
Well, yeah, because they
Like, give
define
me a break.
define
Get
their.
the little pronouns. That's you're an embarrassment to academia if you have to do that.
All we
You
need
you
tonight is bitter ex girlfriend library Maggie on.
Like
We're hoping that Maggie will want to join us on Thursday. Um, we're not going to have a show on Wednesday because I'm going to be in Monterrey watching Peso Pluma.
okay. Are you doing it? Are you gonna do an election night coverage tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to together.
Okay. All right.
For
Okay. What time though? At 7?
sure.
Mm.
That's what did all his partying under a Polk Street light. Yeah, it's true, man. We used to party there in front of Chucky's house on Polk Street,
Mm.
and it, I'm glad you remember this, Richard. But under the street light, we would go out there and be listening to Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Metallica, and we'd party like crazy people.
Mm, great.
I miss Maggie here.
Just
I miss
yeah.
Maggie too.
You need to vote against the tax increase tomorrow. Make sure you go vote. Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is election day. From 7 in the morning to 7 at night, you can vote at your polling location.
No, but I'm literally on fregos of prescription drugs. Top it off. One of my medications is for ADHD, and it's similar to methamphetamine. Methamphetamine. Ya te trae bien drogada mi psiquiatritis.
Like methamphetamine, the stuff they put it Sudafed or something?
Methamphetamine, isn't that? Well, I thought metformin is for blood sugar. Methamphetamine is a drug. Yeah,
The stuff they have in Sudafed that they had to take out,
yeah.
right?
You got issues, Casey. You got issues worse than if you're a guy or a girl. I, I love you. Keep on taking your meds.
Yeah, and that's not medical advice. You're not a doctor.
Chuck, not a medical doctor, but Roman pretends to be
I'm
one.
not even no, I'm not pretending anything. I'm not a medical
No,
doctor.
Chucky is your cousin. No manches. I love Chucky.
Chucky.
Chucky. Chucky.
Chucky, the bride of Chucky, the little doll?
No, Chucky, my camarada from Polk Street. We used to party in
Oh.
front of Chucky's house.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Chucky now lives over there by what's the name of the street? Central Avenue.
Uh-huh.
I think
Or
it's
not Central Avenue, not Central Boulevard, the one over by the Central Library.
no Central
The other
Avenue.
one is Central Avenue. Central Avenue too. That's so confusing. I
Yeah,
have a Central Avenue and a Central Boulevard. So
yeah.
confusing.
I got issues and you got them too. At well. Yeah, but I got a show. And
Well, I'm just
people like me.
not about
I
that.
love you, Casey. I'm just joking. You're new.
Hi, Erasmo.
Vote
Well, no.
no.
Vote against that stupid tax increase. That is a tax increase.
Roman
You,
does, and you do.
you,
I'm okay. I just got
okay.
gonorrhea.
It's so frustrating. I was talking to a friend of mine who's an administrator at BISD and who's a Republican, and they told me
What are
that
those?
I know I didn't even know BISD had administrators who were Republican, but I know a few. And she said, I said, I hope you voted against the tax increase. What tax increase, Roman? I'm like, the tax increase that BISD wants to do. It's not a tax increase. They told me it's not a tax increase. And I'm like, did you not read the ballot thing on the form? No, they just told me to look at BISD and just vote in favor of it. You mean you voted for something without looking at it? And
Typical
she was
admin-
like, yes. And then I read it to her. She
administrator.
was so upset. She
Typical,
was so upset.
typical BISD administrator.
I was so like hurt. Like I can't believe, and because I don't even know who told her that it was an tax secret. Maybe it was Daniela, and her little speeches that she goes on, maybe her stupid little videos that it's not a tax increase, it's total tax increase. It says so on the stupid ballot.
I'm going to predict something, Roman.
What?
It's going to pass.
Of course, it's gonna be passed because people are dumb.
No.
People are not gonna read it, and they're like, "Well, I don't understand what this minus means." And I'm like, guys, the reason it's a minus is because the tax rate is lower than last year's tax rate,
Dum dum
but
dum
it's a
dum
tax increase because they
dum
wouldn't say it's a tax increase if it wasn't a tax increase.
dum 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 dum. In the words of
No,
South Park, dum
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 dum.
dum. No, of course it's gonna pass. But you go vote against it and teach them a lesson. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe Bronzo is smarter than that, and they're gonna be like, we're gonna vote against this thing.
Dum 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 dum.
No, oh, we gotta vote in favor because of the teachers
Dum 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 dum.
and their pay raise, even though they're
Dum
already
dum
getting a
dum
pay raise.
dum 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 dum.
They're already getting $600 more this year than they did last year. They're
Dum
already
dum
getting
dum
600
dum
more.
dum. So I think it's going to pass. Dum 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 dum.
Yeah,
For
probably.
that KCB, let me tell you, I saw a picture of Commissioner de los Santos today when they were in that wag dog tails crap or something or other. That it's a bunch
Or
of
he was wearing his little tuxedo.
yeah. Let me tell you, I my prayers go out to that tuxedo.
Wait. Were his buttons holding on for dear life?
Oh my God, Commissioner
Not
Los
my
Santos,
buttons.
that button was dying,
Oh my god.
and and I was going like, I'm going to, being that I'm a great pastor here, I'm going to say a prayer for that button.
Oh my god. You mean it's like Juanita's buttons?
Like Juanita's button is like boing.
Oh my god. We have an epidemic out there.
It's crazy.
But they don't people just don't care about buttons anymore
Commissioner Los
like what you say.
Santos, you should not let them take horrible pictures of your straining buttons. And we're supposed to have lunch this week.
Hopefully you'll eat something healthy and encourage him to live a healthy
I'm going to
lifestyle.
encourage more salads,
Oh,
Commissioner Los Santos.
I'm gonna say the two people that were the anchors or the MCs for that event were from Channel 23. It was some Adrian Carmona guy or something,
They always
and
pick on that guy.
and Daniela Banda, whatever. But in case you've never seen Channel 23 in the morning, they're the little co-hosts on Channel 23, and it's like every show they do. I'm a vegan. I'm like, that's great. Next show, I'm a vegan. I can't eat this. I'm a vegan. And I'm like, have you looked in the mirror lately? Because you eat. I don't think you're literally living the vegan lifestyle because you
Fat,
should
fat,
be
fat,
más flaquito, un poquitito.
fat, 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 fat.
But I'm not saying that they're not vegans. They're
Dum, dum,
saying
dum,
they're
dum.
vegan. I'm gonna take them at their word, but por favor, like, like eat a little bit less.
I'm not a
But
guy. That's
but why the hell do
that's
we have to hear
Roman.
about the vegans?
That's
Oh,
Roman's battle cry.
what?
Calm down, Roman. You're gonna get an ear infection.
How? Why?
Cállate el hocico. Casey's a drag queen. Let me tell you,
Why?
I, I've I'm going to do the what's the guy's name? The guy from Mission, uh, Buck Fadden.
Who?
I knew drag queens. Drag queens
Oh,
were friends of mine. Casey is no drag queen. What was it?
you mean Lloyd
Benson.
Benson?
Lloyd Benson.
Mm. Who's you? My
No
goodness gracious!
empiecen en los comments conmigo. You can't. What is it, Roman? You could get the kid out of the ghetto. You can't get the ghetto out of the kid.
No, I'm just asking.
In the
Do you ever
ghetto.
watch any of the morning shows since you're up at like 5 o'clock in the morning every day?
Casey,
Do you? I'm asking you a question.
you're new to this show. You remember the famous song "In the Ghetto"
From Elvis Presley, yes.
and "Her Mama Cry." Love you, Casey.
Baby child born in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Ghetto.
You're
Cartman.
in the ghetto.
He has to sing it because he goes over to visit Kenny in the
You put it out.
ghetto.
Well, no for tax increase.
Oh,
This is
no.
this is what blows my mind, Roman.
Mm.
Do you really have to throw it out there to say vote no for tax increase?
You do because you have Daniela out there telling you it's not a tax increase. And you know what's really funny is the Texas Attorney General released something today. Ken Paxton, the great Texas Attorney General, who Juanita did try to impeach and have removed from office, but didn't successfully have that happen, other than voting to impeach
She's a
Ken
rhino.
Paxton. Well, I'm not going to deny that. Um, anyway, Ken Paxton put out a statement saying that if you that school districts who are having elections should not be using school property or school resources to be able to promote certain things like bond elections or whatever.
In the ghetto.
I'm curious. The fact that Daniela was interviewed by Channel 5 in what appears to be the superintendent's office and promoting and claiming that the tax increase was not a tax increase and being doing a press conference, would that qualify as using government school property resources in order to promote a initiative that's, one, factually inaccurate, and two, it is an initiative? Would
No,
that be in violation of the law? I wonder. I'm just asking a question. Maybe O'Hanlon can let us all know whether that's a violation of,
I don't
um,
like that. I don't like that guy.
or maybe the board attorney. I don't know. Sorry, that is the board attorney.
He is a war attorney.
I don't know. I'm just curious. Just wondering. I'm just asking a question. It's an honest question, and I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm
Are you
asking.
bi curious?
No, not even any. Not no, Erasmo.
Out of the
Yeah.
closet, Roman. Come out of the closet.
Put on.
Bi curious.
Yeah.
Okay, Roman.
¿Qué pasó?
Why do we have to tell people to vote?
Why do we have to? Why
Why
do
do we
we? I don't
have
know.
to tell people vote no on a tax increase? It's like an oxymoron. No emphasis on
Because
moron.
people won't read it. It's too confusing for their brains. It is.
What's up with the obsession of drag queens? That's only Roman.
No, no, those are the rainbow Nazis.
Heil Hitler.
Stop it. I mean, those are the ones like you gotta protect them. Like there's discrimination. Oh no, don't say that word. Or Commissioner Riddle's not supposed to come over here and get mad. All right, after 10 already.
All right, guys, we're past our hour, and Roman, we promises to be back tomorrow 9 o'clock in the morning.
I can wake up. Go vote, please. Sorry, I yelled that. Sorry, I yelled that really loud.
Please go
Go
vote.
vote tomorrow. Go
Please.
go. Make sure you go vote against the tax increase. I don't
No,
care how you vote in the constitutional election amendments because
I don't care.
they're all probably. I'm voting no on almost all of them.
They're already decided. The only one that you're going to have any influence on is the last one. Vote no for and I just cannot believe I'm saying this. Vote no for increasing your taxes.
Just don't. Just vote no.
Just for no.
Please, just go out there and be good and be smart. Vote no. I mean, but then again, this is the same people that probably went out last go around. They're in a constitutional amendment and voted for that stupid arena because they're like, oh, we need an arena.
Vote no.
But maybe a year went by and you learned your lesson
They did it.
and go and vote no. Go vote no. Vote against the tax.
Dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Vote no.
Vote against it.
Roman, thanks for coming on.
All right, talk to you later.
Casey has a beer.
Oh my God, we're trying to have a serious conversation, Buck.
I gotta want to buck your fight.
We have 364 days till election day, right? For that one, for the presidential one.
Yeah, guys, have a great evening. See y'all tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. We'll be on. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.